Welcome, Greg. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. I've got my celebratory Mai Tai. Oh, hang on. The
Oh,
the
oh,
blur is there you go. Yeah, I'm on a boat. I've got my Mai Tai. What more could I want?
I wasn't allowed one.
Oh, you're
Uh,
a dirty swimmer.
well, yeah. Well, yes. Better. Um, so yeah, it was a tremendous run. One of the best seasons of all time. Fifth best season of all time. So, but that's impressive. 19 seasons in, right? To still be hitting the top of the board like that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, quite happy about the season in general. To not drop a game at all is very unlike me.
yeah, right. Yeah, we were. I think we were talking with a few games left to go or anything or something like that. But like, it's really impressive how you've performed. Like, we've both been really struggling with the 2 minute turn times,
Yeah.
and you've had a lot of life stuff on the go that's left you really tired. More so, I mean, you've been tired in previous seasons, just like me as well. But like, this has been. It sounds to me like this has been a particularly brutal, tiring time of life for you.
Yeah,
And
this year, last year and a half really has been. I mean, we don't need to go into all of the
no, no,
details, but there's been a lot of stuff.
yep,
In kind of every area of life. Work's been a bit unstable recently, and kids have been going through various step changes in their lives,
yep.
and had parental health problems. So it's just all been. There has been a lot, but I mean, I do think that all of that pales into insignificance against the 2 minute turn timer. Um, you
Right.
know.
Okay.
And I mean, actually, to be honest, the 2 minute turn timer was one of the reasons why I picked lizards this season because
Mm.
I think I had wood elves last season. Was it last season? Anyway,
Yeah,
I
I
had
think
wood
so.
elves.
Oh,
Um,
maybe thing it was Lizards last season and then Elves the season before, or the other way around.
no, I had a break. Yeah, I think it was wood elves
Right.
and then Norse actually, and then lizards before that. Um, but anyway, yeah, the 2 minute turn timer I found very tough with wood
Yeah.
elves because I think the thing with wood elves is you can do almost anything. Um, and I just need the thinking time to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
And although lizards do sort of have a similar thing, it's actually not as difficult because,
Let's go
um,
there, hit that, and
yeah, exactly. The, the
escape,
the
pick up all
Saurus,
and run away into the distance.
yeah, precisely that. The Saurus clear the way, and then you've got far less to think about because you just need to think about what's the fastest path to get your skinks to wherever they need to go. Um, and given that they have stunty. Uh, you don't even need to clear the way that much. You just have to roll a couple of dice and save a few team rerolls
Yeah.
for them. So they're a very flexible team. They're very 2 minute time friendly.
Yeah. Well, so congrats again for that because I think it's been a very you've had the most trying time and also you've come out on top of it against all these like 2 minute turn aficionados. You've dominated them and you're the coach that struggles almost the most with it. Uh, so yeah,
Yeah,
well done.
yeah. It's a victory for us. 3 minute
Slow
timers.
brains. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was a particularly close run against Struan and Ash. Well, mostly Struan, right? Ash sort of created at the end.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think. I mean, you could argue that the games against Stash and Struan were the sort of turning points of the season, really. And I think I was quite amped up for both of those games. Um, thinking I've got to play my best in these games. And I think versus Ash, that ended up not needing to be the case at all because he had one of those Skaven games where I just broke his armor lots.
Yeah.
So I caused a lot of injuries. I didn't watch that game back, but I think I might have killed one of his Agi 5 pieces or injured it early on. And so he just didn't have the key pieces he needed to do anything against my burly lizard boys.
Yeah.
Um, and the game against Struan as well. I mean, yes, there was a little bit of controversy around, buying a wizard with my own money.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
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 there,
yeah.
there was. I mean, I thought that Struan knew how it worked, and I
Well,
was I was wrong.
it taught us all, right? That
Yeah,
the what was it? The specific situation is the you were the overdog, but on zero, you like or something
we
along
were on
those
we were
lines.
on equal TV.
Right, that's it, which
Um,
made you get, but you got to go second, and so you got to buy a wizard, and he didn't get to react to you buying a
That's right.
wizard.
Yeah, you don't get
Yeah,
to go back and do it as it turns out. And I didn't even know whether I was going to go first or second, even
yeah.
because I think I had an injured player and I fired him before it started. And then Struan kind of had to think about whether he was going to do anything about that. And he chose to sort of leave it on equal TV.
Hmm.
And at that point, had no idea what was presumably what happens is whoever's either away or home does inducements first, and I still don't
Yeah,
know which way round it is.
yeah, no,
But as it turns out, I don't think that really had. I mean, it might have had an emotional impact, but I don't think the wizard itself had much of an impact on the game because Struan failed his first ball pickup. My very first blitz removed one of his Saurus, and in a lizard v lizard game, when you're down a Saurus, especially against two strength
well,
up
yeah, exactly. Your team's
Sauruses,
significantly stronger than his with
yeah,
those two strength five Saurus, right?
yeah, I think it was just very difficult for Struan to do anything. And to make matters worse, he kept failing ball pickups.
Yeah,
And I mean, I've said to you before, haven't I, that I can accept most failed ball rolls, but when you can't pick up the ball, you just don't get to play the game.
yeah.
Um,
And he
and
had actually
so
four skinks.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he did. And it just I mean, it just went my way. After that blitz really set the mood of the game, and I was able to retrieve that ball from his first foul pick up and score. And once you get one up in that sort of situation, you just have to kind of stay ahead. So I think both versus Ash and Struan, the dice went my way. Um, and of course, I really do think. I mean, we've had quite a few seasons now where I think the person who wins has good stat ups.
hmm.
I think that's been
Always
true
helps.
of I think that's been true pretty much of the last 5 or 6 seasons. And having two strengths up Saurus is just ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
does
you know,
help. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, anyway, it was excellently done to deny Swindon the triple.
yeah, and that's all that matters. Well, that and the swimmers, you know.
Yeah, but let's keep Swindon down though. Yeah, yeah. Getting a bit
Yeah, I
too
mean,
lofty.
yeah, I mean, Ash winning a third season really would have been quite something, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Of course, James has done that in the past at the triple, the 3 leagues in a row.
I think in the
Um,
early days.
it was what was it, seasons 4, 5, and 6, I think. So fairly early days.
Yeah.
We'd got established, I think.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
That
mean
was
it's quite something because it's so hard to win the league, I think, because you have to play well and you have to be a bit lucky with your stat ups and you have to not have I mean I think when I joined you could afford to have one or two games where, the dice went against you, but I think the competition now is so tight that if you have just one game where the dice go against you, it almost takes you out of the running.
yeah. For me, it always feels like across a season, it is okay. I expect to have like 1 to 3 games where the dice go against me. And I remember when I was watching back one of the interviews where I was the winner,
Hmm.
those Golden Halcyon days. Um, I remember saying like I just didn't have any terrible games as quad
Yeah,
damage that season when I won. Uh, they the previous seasons I'd played with them, they had just had those horror games where nothing goes right. And
yeah,
that season in particular, I just didn't have any, and it all went smooth.
yeah.
And I think it's the skilled coaches that can surf it, right? You have to do everything right in order to facilitate those golden times when the game doesn't screw you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You
You
have to
have
be
to be able
ready
to
to
take
capitalize
advantage
on
of
it.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So, uh, I don't think we've talked about it much, but did you manage to catch any of the recent Warhammer Blood Bowl stuff? The
um,
announcements around that?
only what you reported about it.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it sort of sounds, I don't know what to think about it really. It
Yeah.
sounds promising, maybe.
Yeah.
I would like to think that what they're going to do is fix the kind of visual problems with Blood Bowl 3, because I think that's the thing that gets me the most. I mean, it's the the graphical interface is confusing and muddy, and it's just never clear what's going on a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's like prayers to Nuffle; they just kind of whiz on past, and you don't even know who's got what with them. So, I think if they improve that visual clarity, they improve that ability to know what's actually going on at any point in time, I could probably accept the weird radial menus which they've got just because they want to be able to do cross-play with PlayStation
Yeah,
and Xbox and whatever. But I mean, I'm hopeful. I'm
yeah.
hopeful.
There's
We'll see.
everything around it sounds positive, and then they said they're reworking the UI, which of course doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be better. But
Yeah, I mean,
for
fingers
me,
crossed.
it feels like it's got to be the same game engine, and the
Yeah,
player models are designed to look like the tabletop models. And I don't think, therefore, that the style of anything is going to change significantly. So all the like
no,
problems I have actually reading the board and seeing like differences between player models and stuff like that, it's
yeah,
also murky to me, and I
yeah.
don't think
I
that's going
find
to
it
change.
quite. Yeah, I find it quite difficult to read what's going on as well. It's just everything about it is not as clear as Blood Bowl 2, or even Blood Bowl 1 for that matter.
Mm,
Um, so I mean, I'm hopeful, but the problem is I think the publisher's changed, but the developer hasn't.
yeah.
Um, so they're still the same people making the decisions, and
Well,
um, I mean, they said they've learnt from the mistakes of the past. It's just they
yeah.
haven't been specific as to what those mistakes were,
No,
and I have a
we'll
sneaking
just.
suspicion that they're talking about monetization rather than the
Yes, I
the,
think
the user interface.
they've
So
learned from the mistakes that infuriated people, and now they're going back to a game that might infuriate less people, but still might not fit our needs.
yeah, yeah,
But
we'll
we'll
see,
see.
we'll
There's a
see.
demo coming out at the end of summer, supposedly, so
Yeah,
we
I'm
can see
looking.
what it
I mean,
looks
I'm
like
looking
at
forward
least.
to it.
So we've got at least one more Blood Bowl 2 season coming up. Um, I don't think we've talked about it. Have you got any idea what you're playing next?
Do you have you looked up what
Oh
the
yeah, I didn't
TV?
answer your question.
No, you didn't.
I'm 90% confident that this is a full TV no limits season.
Yeah, I don't know because I mean, part of me wants to sort of say, well, oh, I've just won the league, so I should, downgrade, maybe start. I don't know. Um, I'm not sure I can bring myself to do a tier three team. I don't think I could play halflings, but something that I probably know I'm not going to get on with, like vampires.
Yeah,
Where I think they're a good team, but I just really hate having freedom of action taken away from me. So things like Bonehead, really stupid. I don't that doesn't really work with the way I sort of strategically place my players.
yeah. It doesn't
So
work with the way anyone strategically places
well,
players,
no,
does it?
no, fair enough. But I think some people can roll with it a bit more.
Yeah.
Um, but I think that would be quite difficult. It would feel quite tough in a TV what 1900 season. So I don't know really. That part of me is quite tempted to bring Kislev back for another go, but I don't know that I could do that with the 2 minute turn timers. So I'm gonna have to think on that.
Yeah.
Thinking back across all of my existing teams, there aren't many that I want to bring back. My Wood Elves are done. I played them plenty, and also they got absolutely hammered the last time I played with them, so they're not coming back.
Sure.
I don't think bringing my Chaos team back the season after I've won a league would be the right thing to do. So I think they're going to stay in the shadows for now. Although I don't know, given that it's a TV 1900 season, maybe. And Norse, I don't want to bring back. I mean, maybe that's what I should do then. Maybe I should bring back a team that I didn't really get on with, but that's developed a bit. So yeah, maybe it'll be Norse or Kislev next season.
It'd be
Um,
very interesting to see someone else play Kislev a bit more in the 2 minute era.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's tempting. I had a look at my Kislev team after a couple of times throughout the season. I kind of watch the games where you do well, and I think oh, it can work. And
They're
then I
shit
go and
elves.
yeah, 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 exactly. And then I look at my team and I think, oh, but I think I'm like two blitzers down and two catches down, and that's like a season's worth of buying players if I don't lose them. But I mean, it's got some good things. I think I've got an agi up catcher and an agi up lineman, so
Mhm.
it's certainly got the potential to do well. Might even have an agi up blitzer. I don't think I've got three agi ups actually, but it's not terrible. It's just a bit thin on players.
Yeah, that's
So
the way. Yeah.
yeah, maybe Kislev. We'll see. I mean, I think I'm more likely to start a team that could do well, like someone like Vampires, but that would present difficulties.
Yeah,
I
I'd
think.
like to see with vampires. I always thought they match your style a bit.
Yeah, yeah. I might give them a try. But we'll see. I think it'd be quite tough in a TV 1900 season. It really depends what other people bring back, though. I mean, just because it's a TV 1900 season doesn't mean that everybody's going to bring back, their meaty teams.
Yeah, you often find you clearly convey what the situation is ahead of time, and then so you bring back your good team, and then everyone else goes rookies, and you feel bad, but you gave everyone advice.
Yeah, I mean,
You
everybody
told them,
goes into it knowing, like Rob and Dan make a thing of it,
yeah,
right? That's their
they're
thing. They
definitely going to be
do
playing
rookie
rookies.
teams
Yeah,
most seasons. I mean, I wouldn't blame either of them for bringing back a team from the
no, they
past,
they
but
desperately need to. There's some really good teams in their histories.
yeah.
So the traditional final question then, before we wrap up, who don't you want to face in the bowl?
Um, I think probably Zaz in the first round. Oh, or maybe Jez. Um,
Hmm.
I think I think the thing. I mean, Zaz is as Zaz does. There's always the chance of massive injury, but actually, I think I faced Jez quite early on in the round when he was not that developed. Um, and now his team is a bit more developed.
Yeah, they're
Um,
coming along.
I, I think that he could be a threat. It's one of the few Chaos, are one of the few teams that can sort of stand up to Lizards in terms of strength. So I think
Yeah.
I'd be quite scared of Jess's team. I mean, Rob also, I've never been. Rob's a great player, but I don't think he seems to have got on particularly well
Nice.
with
He's suffering
Underworld.
this season.
Yeah, he's very, very good at playing rookie teams, but every now and again, there's one he doesn't get on with, and I think he hasn't got
Yeah.
on with Underworld. So I think I'd probably be all right with Rob. But so I think Jez. I don't want to face Jez.
Yeah, that's fair. I think he's probably the player most people are looking to avoid.
Yeah.
Well, Greg,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Congratulations again, and good luck in the bowl.
Yeah. Thank you, and you too.